seat them, Jane? Okay, Estelle. If we could please have the aisles cleared, we can start. We pride ourselves in great assembly programs, and we need to have great audience participation. So please clear the aisles. Do not block anybody's vision. It's my pleasure to introduce Estelle Pay. Estelle?
Will the audience please rise and join us in the flag salute? Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Platform guests, on the count of three, take a seat. 1, 2, 3.
It is with great honor and pleasure that I welcome you to the graduation of the class of 1999. It is wonderful to be surrounded. It is wonderful to be surrounded by family, friends, and overall good company. These 4 years have been quite an experience. It is difficult to fathom that this day has finally arrived. Granted, we could not have completed this arduous track without the aid of many along the way. We must thank our teachers, administrators, and staff members for the time they have invested in us. It was somewhat of a blind venture into the stock market, but I'm sure they are glad for it now. And to my fellow graduates, I must follow the steps of graduation speech protocol and leave you with the single time-worn maxim. So here goes. Carpe diem, seize the day. Understood, everyone is a bit dubious about his own future, to say the least. Who is to say what is to happen and what is going to become of all of us? Realize, though, that we have prepared the last 13 years of our lives for this single moment. Embrace your fears, for they will take you to new places and allow you to explore new landscapes. From here on, everyone has the opportunity to become whomever he chooses. Seize your future and look at Beverly as a stepping stone to a wealth of opportunity. Best of luck to all and all the success the world has to offer. Thank you.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to be here addressing the graduates and families of the class of 1999. When I was invited to speak to you today, I reflected back to 1975 when I graduated 12th grade at Beverly Hills High School. Excitement filled the air, and I felt like I could conquer the world. I hope you too feel a powerful excitement filled with a lot of energy and eager anticipation. You are all about to start a new journey with you as the authors of this new adventure. You have the opportunity to create the beginning of a new chapter of your life that is filled with enthusiasm, creativity, and imagination. This new transition in your educational path or life path will bring you to new campuses and communities. You will meet wonderfully diverse people and experience a variety of courses and life skills that will be stimulating, thought-provoking, and challenging. You will have many choices to make, and the education that you have received at Beverly will help guide you with many of these new decisions. You have been given one of the finest educations available from a staff of dedicated and committed teaching professionals. This dedication has helped your school earn the coveted honor of being designated a California Distinguished School. Another component that allows Beverly Hills High to earn this prestigious award has to do with you, for successful teachers are ultimately reflected by successful students. You, our students, are your teacher's success story. I have a few words of advice as you continue down your educational path. Continue to ask questions. Remember, the only foolish question is the question that is not asked. Be thirsty for knowledge. Never give yourself the opportunity to ask, I wonder what would have happened if, and realize that time is a gift. Don't waste it. Live life to your maximum potential. As a member of the Board of Education, I congratulate you. It gives me a great deal of pride to honor you for your fine achievement in reaching this milestone. Be proud of what you have learned and what you have just earned, and embrace all of the challenges tomorrow brings.
Every saga has its beginning, or so claims the Star Wars catchline. And today, we are told, is our beginning. From here, we're supposed to forge our own path, take the road less traveled, and follow every other cliche found in Hallmark greeting cards. Graduation is made up to be a momentous turning point, a day we will remember for the rest of our lives. But tomorrow, will it matter that you forgot to wear anything under your cap and gown? Or that your counselor mispronounced your middle name? Or even that there wasn't actually a diploma inside that orange folder? Probably not. Then what is the point of graduation? Despite all of our teenage cynicism, we have to recognize that graduation marks the end of an extremely important part of our lives, one that has comprised almost 1/4 of our existences thus far. Today we graduate from the protection of our parents, the watchful eyes of our peers, many of whom we have known since kindergarten. The days that follow today's graduation will bear one distinction from all the days of the past 17 or 18 years. They are our own. Tomorrow, there will be no guidance counselors to fix our daily catastrophes, no pupil-free days. Tomorrow, we clear our own absences. As trite as it sounds, today is our transition to that ephemeral euphemism known as the real world. Students often dismiss high school as a herd of fragile personalities and overblown egos. We complain about the politics of high school, the fact that good things happen to not so good people, and that seemingly deserving students are passed over time and again for those with a flair for flattery or interdepartmental connections. Throughout high school, many of us have looked forward to today as being the day when the politics of high school would end and the real world and all of its magical possibilities would be standing before us. But honestly, who are we kidding? From the small glimpse I have seen thus far, the real world is run by nothing if not by politics. The simple truth is this: the world is not fair. And what better lesson has high school taught us than that? Not that that's a bad thing. The illusions of youth, while pretty and comforting when they exist as a set of ideals and intangible life goals, can be quite dangerous if they're allowed to follow a student unchanged into adulthood. Without the harsh realities of high school, many of us would still be listing princess as a possible career. 20 years from now, the mention of high school will elicit one of two possible responses from my fellow graduates. Either those were the worst 4 years of my life, or those were the best 4 years of my life. Each answer has problematic implications. The former reflects pent-up hostility, while the latter shows the absence of a quest for improvement and evolution. I hope my response to the mention of high school will be simply that those were 4 years of my life, neither overwhelmingly good nor bad. For while high school has offered its share of pains and disappointments, it has also given us access to a wide range of people, a broader base of knowledge, expanded educational and social horizons, and above all, resiliency. High school has been a turning point in all of our lives. We came here as freshmen, the lowest echelon of the social hierarchy. We leave as seniors, kings of the world. We have developed into individuals, no longer afraid of what we encounter or what others think of us. We have made friends whose memories will stay with us long after we have parted ways. The lessons that our teachers have imparted upon us go far beyond the textbooks and will remain with us as we go forth into the greater classroom of the real world. While high school's daily dramas have made us all a little more cynical, they have also made us more realistic, with increased ability to step off that graduation platform into the wide world beyond Moreno Drive. Beverly was the beginning of our saga. What we make of it from here on is up to us.
June, so it's time once again for the slew of season finales on television. But today it's not just the season finale, it's the series finale. The last episode in that comic drama we so lovingly call the Beverly Years. The networks start hyping the season finale in April or May, and they start hyping the series finale at the beginning of the year. However, the hype for the finale you're watching now began about 18 years ago, give or take. It's been quite a series. The Beverly Years premiered 4 years ago. Its premise? To follow the lives of freshmen that experienced all sorts of teen angst and mini crises each week. They gave us a non-negotiable contract for 4 seasons, and the execs prayed for promising ratings. We've had our memorable episodes. The writers worked especially hard during the May sweeps when they aired the AP episodes. You may remember the one where a bunch of overstimulated kids in pajamas came to school with coffee and no-dos in one hand and a Barron's or REA review book in the other. Or how about the heartwarming holiday episodes? The ones every December that turned all the Scrooges into believers of the holiday spirit when they visited Albion Street School. But I must say, they saved the best episodes for the last season. The ones where we got lights for homecoming, the one where we applied to colleges and got our responses. But all good things must come to an end, and so we leave you with the final episode. People began speculating about the series finale for months in advance. How do they end it? How do they draw it to a close? They wonder what kind of an episode it will be. Will it be a year in review, flashbacks? Should the viewers expect the unexpected? But no one can really hypothesize about this series finale because this one is so different from the ones on television. On TV, the series ends almost abruptly, full of appropriate goodbyes and positive memories from previous seasons. This episode is more of a cliffhanger. This is the one where the execs pull out all the stops with pomp and circumstance and tease the cast with the diplomas we'll receive at the end of the show. The characters the viewer met on this series don't just disappear into an oblivion of has-beens. We keep on going. We have new series ahead, spin-offs of this one. We have a chance to develop plots that we never used, introduce new characters, and face new obstacles that we didn't have a chance to in this series. So, how will it end? Will we find that our 4-season run has just been imagined in the mind's eye of an autistic 4-year-old, like in the finale of St. Elsewhere? Most likely, no. It'll probably be something more like the finale of MASH. We'll fly away from the site where we've worked and created a community for the past 4 years, only to see that our friends have written our goodbye for us in the earth. The Beverly Years will live on in the reruns. Every time we remember an embarrassing moment, every time we pull out our senior yearbook, every time we talk to our children with a sentence beginning with, "When I was in high school." The Beverly Years won't die in syndication, but it will thrive in our memories. When this episode, number 99, the finale, when this episode ends and we go on to star in our spin-off series, it's hard to forget that we are the characters created in this series who contribute to the next ones. In this series, we were molded and prepared to sign the new contracts that await us. So, how will it end? You really can't tell until the next series premieres in the fall.
Behold, our banners fly to mark the
what's happening.
Hear what's happening.
Don't you know we're the movers and we're the shapers. We're the names in tomorrow's papers. Up to us, man, to show 'em. It's our time, breathe it in. Roads to change and worlds to win. Our turn coming through. Me and you, pal, me and you.
See how it quivers on the brink. Everything gives you the shivers, makes you think there's so much stuff to say.
And you and me will be singing it like the birds. Me with music and you the words. Tell them things they don't know.
Up to us, man, to show 'em.
It's our time, breathe it in. Worlds to change and worlds to win. Our turn coming through. Me and you, how me and you.
Feel the flow, hear what's happening.
We're what's happening. What's happening? Long ago.
Long ago.
All we had was that funny feeling. Saying someday we send them reeling. Now it looks like we can. Someday just began. It's our hands on the block. Give us room and start the clock. Our time coming through. Me and you, girl, me and you. Me and you. It's me and you. It's me and you. It's
Our time, breathe it in. Worlds to change, worlds to do. Our time coming through. Me and you, pal, me and you.
Okay. They're not quite in yet. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning. I would like to have you indulge me for about a minute while I read to you the commencement speech delivered by Dr. Seuss to the students at Lake Forest College, Lake Forest, Illinois, June 4th, 1977. And the title of the speech is, My Uncle Twilliger on the Art of Eating Popovers. My uncle ordered popovers from the restaurant's bill of fare, and when they were served, he regarded them with a penetrating stare. Then he spoke great words of wisdom as he sat there on that chair. To eat these things, said my uncle, you must exercise great care. You may swallow down what's solid, but you must spit out the air. And as you partake of the world's bill of fare, that's darn good advice to follow. Do a lot of spitting out of the hot air and be careful what you swallow. Members of the Board of Education, distinguished faculty, senior class officers, graduating seniors, parents and friends, and good morning, Mr. Pressman. I'm deeply honored to be part of this commencement and to play a small role in the tradition of the school district. I have especially looked forward to making some remarks to the graduating class of 1999. A unique characteristic about your class is that there are 5 sets of twins sitting before the audience this morning. First, we have Robert and Steve Chun, fine athletes on the football team. Second, we have Christopher and Jonathan Fong, both have been student body presidents. Third, we have Amanda and Daniel Gabai, both are National Merit finalists. Fourth, we have David and Jared Chrisman. David is active in athletics, while Jared is a Student Board of Education representative. And 5, we have Adam and Danielle Sires. Adam excelled in theater and Danielle is a fine athlete. The 10 of you truly enhance episode 99, The Beverly Years. First, I wish to offer my sincere congratulations to the class of 99. And second, I am proud to take part of this ceremony, which represents a major turning point in your education. This year, the district-wide theme, Forward to Excellence, makes its impact on you, the senior class, as you take your steps forward in your pursuit of career goals. I have spent enough time here so that all of you are complete strangers to me. I guess this is a fitting opportunity to say some things that are very much heartfelt. I want to thank the senior class for their friendliness, their frankness, and their enthusiasm for which you have welcomed me, and I would like to thank you for adding a little more to my understanding of high school youth. Thank you for participating in the Student-Student Forum, and I wish to commend the Highlight staff for designating me as the new sheriff in town and for portraying me as Moses on the district goals. Your graduating class is characterized by outstanding leadership, not only through its class officers, but also because of the bond of togetherness that was demonstrated at all time this past year. I especially want to thank the senior class officers for their support for the various policies and procedures in the high school. Thank you to Chris Fong and to you, Tara Curtis, for outstanding leadership. Congratulations to Jared Chrisman, student board member, for his sound student advice. You have always seemed to know the pulse of the campus. I also want to recognize 2 of your outstanding athletes, Jack Stratton and Christine Lee, and 2 talented members of the Performing Arts Department, Elizabeth Soroka and Shamu Yarbrow. Between your generation and mine, there will always be differences that neither of us is likely to understand. But the most important thing is we bridge the generation gap through thorough communication. Through it all, you have left your benchmark on the school district, an excellent senior class replete with scholars and athletes and combinations thereof. Your own yearbook title, You Can Get There From Here, epitomizes that your years at Beverly have prepared you well for your success. You're to be commended along with your principal, Mr. Ben Bushman, for achieving the status as a California Distinguished School. Because of this achievement, our flagship, the high school, is positioned to apply for a National Blue Ribbon of Excellence. Just as you're leaving the hallowed halls of Beverly Hills High, so too do we say farewell to some of our fellow educators and friends, people who have not only had your best interests at heart in the midst of many complex issues and agendas, but also who truly enhance the reputation of the high school in providing fine academic programs and in personalizing attention to the student body. Allison Howe, Sandy Jacquard, Rosalind Kalmar, Frank Mahan, Rhoda Sharp, Catherine Layton, Betty Haft, Carolyn Moran, and Lee Schneider. Congratulations to all of you. These 9 staff members reflect 272 years of service to the district. We both say to you, thank you for your years of service to the district and to the high school. We will miss your leadership, but most importantly, we hope that the wisdom and judgment that you have displayed to the students is demonstrated by all of us who you leave behind. Therefore, seniors, there is no question in my mind that the years of the Beverly Hills School District have prepared you well for the future. I wish you all the best. I shall personally miss the graduating class of 1999. I'm very proud to say to you that your enthusiasm and spirit will be remembered for many years. This class will remain special in my heart since it's the first graduating class under my leadership. Congratulations and farewell.
Good morning and welcome to the Beverly Hills High School 1999 graduation ceremony.
As we begin, I would like to pay special tribute to the members of our teaching staff who are in the audience. On behalf of the entire school community, I thank them for their commitment to a life's work of educating young people. Also, a special thank you to the retiring teachers who Dr. Pellicone just mentioned, and I would like to add one that we just heard yesterday, and that is Clara Kinnaman. Thank you to our outstanding teaching staff. It is my honor to present our platform guests. With us this morning are members of the Board of Education who provide the leadership and maintain the quality of our educational program. I am witness to their commitment, dedication, and tireless efforts on behalf of the school districts and the students of Beverly Hills. Mr. Barry Brucker, President, Mrs. Allison O'Kyle, Vice President, Mr. Gerald Lund, Ms. Virginia Moss, Mr. Richard Stone. Also with us are Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Diane Dawson, and Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Robert Pellicone. Would they please stand and be recognized? I would also like to say a very special thank you to the custodial, secretarial, maintenance, security, and gardening staffs for their outstanding contributions to today. Thank you. I would like to extend my personal thanks to the individuals who coordinated this year's senior activities and helped make the final days of these seniors at Beverly so memorable. Thank you to Gayla Rabin for the senior tea, the prom, beach day, and senior breakfast. Thank you to Marlene Mish for an outstanding and moving senior awards night. And to Rick Munitz, Lynn Rappaport, Jane Wordman, Chuck Close, thank you for work on today's graduation. Also seated on the platform are department chairpersons, counselors, class sponsors, and administrators. Please stand to be recognized for your 4 years of guidance and nurturing of this special class. A special thank you to two counselors who are leaving us, Sandy Jacquard and Mr. Joe Hooker, over 80 years of service. Thank you, counselors. What a fine morning to complete episode 99, the Beverly years. I know how eager the class of 1999 is to graduate, to receive their diplomas, and join family and friends in joyful celebration and of accomplishments. However, as this episode comes to a close, we say farewell to the graduating class, the last class of the millennium. It is only fitting that we take a moment It's only fitting that we take a moment to reflect on the past as we look towards the future also. Over the past several years, these seniors have worked and studied hard, practiced and played hard, and grown mentally as well as physically. The class of 1999 has provided us with numerous achievements of which we are most proud, including, just to name a few, the highest math SAT in the history of the school, 585, with 47% of the students scoring in the 600 to 800 range, and one student, Rodney Wang, scoring a perfect 1600. Superb scores on advanced placement exams and numerous AP and Golden State scholars, 9 National Merit finalists and 21 National Merit commended students, highlights being named an All-American newspaper and Watchtower a National Sample Yearbook, an academic decathlon team which qualified for the state championship, outstanding music and drama performances, and back-to-back CIF tennis championships and other numerous sports awards. At Wednesday's Senior Awards Night, we honored members of the class for their individual achievements. The students will represent our school well at some of the country's most prestigious colleges and universities, including 51 acceptances to Berkeley, 55 acceptances to UCLA, and others to Amherst, Barnard, Brown, Claremont, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Georgetown, MIT, Northwestern, Stanford, Swarthmore, the University of Pennsylvania, Vassar, Wesleyan, Tufts, the University of Michigan, and USC. What an honor. Graduates, your active concern for the quality of your education as well as the education of future students is admirable. You have spoken out, taken a stand, and worked hard to make our school and our community better than what they were before your involvement. This class has the distinction of devoting more community service hours than any other class in the history of the school. As you embark upon the next chapter in your lives, shall we call it episode 2000, Life After Beverly? I urge you to continue to be activist in college and in life. Be involved, make a difference. As we look to the next century, remember, it's up to you to make a difference in the world and make the world a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful class. It is filled with bright, capable young men and women who have distinguished themselves in every field of endeavor. They've not only upheld the Beverly ideal, they have placed their own unique mark upon it. Their achievements rival those of any secondary school in the country. They've made us proud, and I salute them. Congratulations, graduates and parents, and I wish you all much good health, happiness, and fulfillment. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire staff of Beverly Hills High School, I present to you the graduating class of 1999. Mr. Stone, you are the representative of the governing board of this school district. The members of the class have fulfilled the requirements as prescribed by the state of California and the Board of Education, and I recommend they be granted diplomas of graduation.
Well, if it's up to me, you're all going to get your diplomas. Two years ago, as president of the Board of Education, I had the special privilege of standing here at the podium and speaking to the Beverly Hills graduates. What made it particularly memorable was that one of the graduates was my eldest granddaughter, who has now successfully completed her second year at pre-med at Washington University in St. Louis. Her achievements are a tribute to the preparation, education, and training given to her and all of the graduates by the teaching staff and administrators of the high school. 2 years later, now, I'm again highly privileged to address this graduating class and members of their families. The day is particularly poignant for me because my second granddaughter, Shelby Hiles, is a graduate. And along with all of you students, we'll be moving on to the next phase of growing up and real life. Because of Shelby and my school service, I'm acquainted with a large number of graduates of this class. You're a remarkable group, both individually and collectively. And we who participated in your education are justifiably proud of the achievements and standards set by and for this class. You are the people who will offer leadership in the years ahead. You will find in college and later life that what you were taught here really does make a difference. The theme for this year's graduation is loosely tied to the Phantom Years, the new Star Wars film epic. Science fiction, in reality, does not accurately reflect the values and characters of this graduating class. That is fantasy. And to some extent, I suppose living and attending school in Beverly Hills is a form of living fantasy. The lifestyles, travel, education, and enrichment available to our children would be viewed as unattainable dreams by many others graduating this day from other schools. On the other hand, I know how many of you have involved yourself in community service, helping others, and selflessly working for the betterment of your school and your community. It's great to be a little pampered, but you graduates, despite all of the jokes about Beverly Hills, exemplify the best of young people that a society can produce. I've lived in this community for 38 years. Like so many others, I moved here because of the schools. My 3 children graduated from El Rodeo and from the high school right at the same location years back. They've moved on to success in their chosen fields. The second of my grandchildren is graduating today. 4 others of my grandchildren are now students in the Beverly Hills School District, and I have another one starting in September. The stability and consistent quality offered in our community and its schools are the foundation of this passage from me to my children to my grandchildren, a tribute to the educational and intellectual opportunities offered by our public schools, and particularly by our great high school. Compared to most, our world is a partial fantasy, but not in a fictional sense. It's real-life dreams blended with opportunities for each of you to make the most of the gifts you were born with, and so carefully cultivated by yourselves, your families, and your schools. Keep your eyes on the heavens where Star Wars takes place, but keep your feet on Earth. For helping to educate this graduating class, I congratulate the staff and administrators of Beverly Hills High School for setting the standards and the values by which this graduating class lives. I congratulate your families. And for exemplifying the very best of young people today, I congratulate the graduates of 1999 with a special hug for my Shelby. I wish you all a rich and successful life in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Stone. Now we will commence with the roll call of graduates by our counseling staff. Members of the Board of Education will be awarding the diplomas.
Congratulations to the class of 1999. Judith Miriam Schofet.
Judith Renee Yaditsian.
Josephine Sharezad Shokrian,
Sherwin Yagubrashtian,
Iman Shekarchi,
Elliot Yamini,
Farbod Shakuri,
Maya Yogev,
Daniel Raphael Shuhed,
Sean Charles Robert Yellen,
Tanya Ilana Shofet,
Sharon Dawn Yosefi,
Joseph Michael Simantub,
Brian Peter Yoon,
Yassi Siman,
Megan Amy Young,
Adam Jason Sayers,
Albert Ko Yoon,
Dalia Vicky Simhai,
Joanne Yoon,
Artin Sodeifi,
Cassius Vernon Weathersby III,
Sahar Siminu,
Maytol Zadok,
Ardeshir Sarbaz,
Daniel Shervin Zahabian,
Annie Ines Singer,
Neda Zarabian,
Daniel Sorudi,
Christopher A. T. Zuber,
Daniel Allegra Sayers,
Shirley Zargar,
Konrad Tiberius Osnowski II,
Brian Scott Wiener,
Arezu Esther Soleimani,
Christine Ziazi,
Sahar Soleimani,
David Zimring,
Shahira Sol,
Renee Alberto Umana,
Mikol Olympia Sordina,
Donna Torbati,
Sepide Yashar,
Asa Matthew Virgo,
Martin Sabzeru,
Jeanette Sway,
Natalie Shaptai,
Ali Reza Vasegi,
Jonathan Jacob Sedagat,
Amanda Blair Tucker,
Venus Romina Shadanlu,
Adam Michael Verdi,
Sami Sedgani,
Mary Martha Ulicki,
Alexandra Sheff,
Eliezer Mendel Van Allen,
Kamiar Shahedi,
Jennifer Sol Uranovsky,
Tracy Rachel Shokuhi,
Joshua Tyler Vodnoy,
Omid Sabuhi,
Tabasam Vahidi,
Natasha Saedi,
Jeffrey Kuo Ting Wang,
Davut Yohannes Savaser,
Parisa Isabel Vasev,
Neda Saedi Amjad,
Peter Jun Ho Yoon,
Fereidun Sadat Agili,
Leilani Lily Wayne,
Monica Saidian,
Raymond Zolakayan,
Alexander Terence Michael Salevich Manos,
Sandra Michelle Weiner,
Azadeh Sagian,
Jeffrey Neil Weiss,
Jonathan Sohayeg,
Jamie Lauren Weir,
Jacqueline Sarian,
Kyle Stephen Wellman,
Seper Sarshad,
Sabrina Sarah Wiseman,
Nushin Sedigian,
Brandon Keith White,
Adam Sassoon,
Tabasham Yashar,
Tina Melati Senstad,
Mark Lawrence Wiseman,
Todd Michael Reber,
Lana Alana Yamini,
Tracy Diane Rosenberg,
Brandon Ross Wolsick,
Victor John Reyes,
Leah Yamini,
Ilana Francesca Irene Rosenblatt,
Daniel Simon Jacobi,
Michael Philippe Ryan,
Christina Elaine Woody,
Sophia Sabrina Rossi,
Gazelle Tabibnia,
Nicholas Rosen,
Payam Taheri,
Patrick Joseph Reynolds,
Nahal Taheri,
Aaron Abraham Nazarian,
David Puya Yadigar, I'm sorry, Tahor,
Ramona Nurazad,
Tracy Nicole Taub,
Hilla Nushmer,
Henry David Trish,
Ashkan Aaron Nami,
Gisu Termechi,
Michelle Oglachian,
Oakley Trin,
Amir Ali Namati,
Shada Termechi,
Leila Okavat,
Ken Ook,
Jonathan O,
Farinaz Tojaria,
Tiffany Omidvar,
Jeremy Sokol Smith,
Se Young O,
Christina Danielle Simons,
Lilian Mercedes Palacios,
Jason Stewart Stoll,
Rodney Ohepsian,
Jack Dustin Stratton,
Sharona Partielli,
Courtney Ann Strimple,
Yahe Ozawa,
Andrew J. Su,
Rebecca Pedoam,
and once more David Tahur.
Eugene Lee Park.
Merdad Khalili.
Dina Sarah
Sasha-
Perry.
Sasha Korsandi.
Navid Rabanian.
Igal Kashlisan.
Ramona Rabani.
Jimmy Kim.
Navid Pekar.
Jin Kim.
Utami Putri Rahman.
Venus Kalai.
Shaheen Porabani.
David Christopher Nur.
Michelle Monica Ray.
Sharuz Kohan.
Jason Chung Park.
Sally Sammy Curdy.
Jessica Gloria Rubin.
David Jeremy Chrisman.
Michael Rabian.
Jared Adam Chrisman.
Bella Elvira Rocha.
Jairus Harrison.
Michael Anthony Ramo.
Kathy Alulian.
Sabine Ann Roseman.
Jonathan Dean Hardentorp.
Mastana Nasi.
Brandy Jackson.
Rodney Nejatayam.
Matt Joseph Harold.
Carolyn Neiman.
Aaron Brittany Jacobs.
Fred Nabati.
Alan Michael Hiller.
Elham Nisani.
Betty Javidzad.
Robert Kenji Namba.
Christian Hofstadter.
Sarah Sanaz Numaharestan.
Anita Kabai.
Cyrus Nazar.
Gabriel Asher Hollenby.
Vernis Lee Harris III.
Bahare Kahan.
Michelle Gordon.
Thomas Hutcherson.
Shervin Molayam.
Charlene Isioma Kayene.
Nia Mohammed.
Jae Yoon In.
Sam Moqtader.
Roy Ki Kim.
Michelle Moon.
Nate Jones.
Michael Brandon Massa.
Jamie Renee Katz.
Marina Laurel Morrison.
Sterling Harry Jones.
Nicholas Rafael Montealegre.
How do you say your middle name? Jamie Yeri Kim.
Donna Ibrahim Nahore.
Jeffrey Michael Joseph.
Kevin Harvey Morse.
Are you out of order? Oh. Sharzad Kohanzad. Sorry.
Massa Naki.
Sammy Kahan.
David Masabad.
Dina Jennifer Kravitz.
Isaac Benjamin English.
Siavash Kahan.
Peristu Eliasnik.
Ben Cockshore.
Omid Izati.
Saman Kashani.
Candace Lee Ellis.
Sergi Kostikian.
Oh boy. Pedram Danilian.
Sumita Kumar.
Delaram Carolyn Deli Ininyati.
Charles Chow Chun Wang.
Rebecca Esjagori.
Brandon Harmson.
Rodney Wang.
Elham Homami.
Casey Lauren Curtis.
Hamid Reza Fa'alzadeh.
Nicholas Damiano.
Claudine Deborah Farhadi.
Tara Lanice Curtis.
Joshua Allen Farahi.
Reza Raymond Danieli.
Heather Renee Fells.
Nadine Lily Dabby.
Ian Robert Farrington.
Ashley Lauren Daly.
Julia Lee Fishman.
David Dardashti.
Rama Fazel.
Danielle Atusa Danishvar.
David Filsuf.
Christopher Arash Davies.
Christopher Lo Fong.
Brandy Nicole Daniels.
Ajori Hamilton.
Malcolm Francis Xavier Davies.
Jonathan Lo Fong.
Jasmine Davidi.
Farnaz Harunian.
Jason Chuan.
Bijan Nathan Faruzan.
Robin Olivia De Leon.
Kelly Lynn Harper.
Samuel Marie DeFay.
Robert Hakakian.
Leela Delka.
Sanam Handizadeh.
Alberto Carlos Del Hoyo.
Darian Hakimian.
Danielle Ashley Demarella.
Rebecca Clarice Yorton.
Raymond Diacampo.
Daniel David Halusim.
Dra Dirkarsal.
Tiffany Lee Hobelman.
Joseph Ininyati.
James Hahn.
Yael Diamond.
Amy Akiko Miyamoto.
Ilan Ski Eifer.
Michael Joseph Mizrahi.
Rebecca Dominguez.
Melody Soleimani.
David Bruce Eichis.
Roy Liviaton.
Debbie Ebremian.
Lisa Lauren Levisman.
Navid Egberle.
Adam Svet Lurie.
Paulina Elia Wazadeh.
Jacqueline Liu.
Yvonne Lynn Coleman.
Rodney Masjedi.
Johan Nathan Cohen.
Dina Sarah Livitz.
Joy Rachel Crouch.
Benjamin Mandel.
Alexander Korkus.
Danielle Shoshani Lurie.
Anthony Thomas Burton.
Jordan Zev Marks.
Heidi Diana Carter.
Margaret Marilyn McDonald.
Jonathan William Karen.
Jordan Michael Marks.
Edwina Anglo Casiano.
Jacqueline Maccabee.
Levin Lifan Chin.
Nicholas James Marmot.
Zulma Eliano Castro.
Mojda Maccabee.
Alexander Choi.
Benner Malikan.
Samira Esther Chadorchi.
Jason Moore.
Daniel Jungjun Chu.
David Michael Masaban.
Juhi Chai.
Julie Tatsuno Masushidga.
Michael Davutpur.
Sean Matian.
Wendy Chuang Pei Chin.
Juliet Kathleen Mazzola.
Jay Park Chung.
Pedra Marion.
Jennifer Marie Chrisman.
Andrea Nicole McLaughlin.
Jay Woong Chung.
Eric Min.
Kimberly Amber Kohan.
Shannon Median.
Robert Sang Jin Chung.
Michael Barrett Norman.
Lisa Kohan.
Sharon Diane Meskin.
Steve Chung.
Yossi Mizrahi.
Debbie Cohen.
Jocelyn Jennifer Myers.
John Saviz Cohen.
Sarah Elise Marks.
Robert Leonard Bourget.
Christine June Lee.
David Henry Bruno.
Eric Jonathan Light.
Armin Babushian.
Janet Lee.
Joseph Hakim Bubman.
Shervin Lalezari.
Donna Azizi.
Cameron Seya Kashani.
Payman Babazadeh.
Jeffrey Yonkit Lau.
Joyce Judith Azria.
Pontia Lelalapur.
Christopher Matthew Ball.
Jiwan Lee.
Alexandra Babenko.
Melissa Lamas.
Samuel Adam Aflalo.
Monica Masapur.
Allison Baird.
Ani Belinda Lee.
Aryan Michael Afshar.
Trevor Sean Levin.
Joanna Barakat.
Grace Israel Jupiter.
Luanan Adriel Barrios.
Samira Katan.
Candace Bianca Barnett.
David Shariar Gatan.
Ajani Anderson.
Lauren Brooke Gleitman.
Michelle Lee Becker.
Todd Rosen.
Perez Batashvili.
Michelle Elaine Goodman.
Kamyar Aksachi.
Peter Charles Gakoka.
Emmanuel Benji.
Yelena Gorlick.
Nicole Benzadi.
Ron Nathan Gleiberman.
Adam Ben Benami.
Jillian Kate Greenwall.
Mia Catherine Maria Bohm.
Shelby Brooke Hiles.
Justin J. Baxter.
Robert Sy.
Nina Diana Boagian.
Gabrielle Francis Yu.
Ashley Allen Alexandra Bezamat.
Jonathan Dirk Zimmerman.
Noga Caspi.
Melissa Diane McNair.
Shahab Aryanpour.
Karuma Zizik Deco.
Brooke Nicole Chivias.
Louis Mitchell Savar.
Chloe Gray.
Adam Mark Griffin.
Alan Bina.
Daniel Scott Gabe.
David Ballur.
Nicole Nava Gad.
Yeshaya S. Blakeney.
Randy Monsad Gagan.
Jeffrey Scott Berry.
Masha Galgina.
Bob Abayan.
Laszlo Gadowitz.
Alyssa Sephora Abaranek.
Donna Gurgley.
Alexander Joshua Afari.
Michael Fez Gadushi.
Maya Ernie.
Lisa Jacqueline Zeeve.
Andrew Mason Banks.
Jacqueline Eloisa Silvers.
Goli Agai.
Elaine Ruth Ponce.
Renee David Banuelos.
Yuriko Miosi.
Heidi Agnet.
Aaron Paul Phillips.
Alan Aheng Amadi.
C. Yo Young Kim.
Cindy Churan An.
So Young Chung.
Michael K. An.
Rebecca Amy Weinstein.
Dorit Ahubin.
Helena Georgiana Norfors.
Mirella Mamina Belisario.
Christina Elizabeth Darakjian.
Adit Alkali.
Michael Jeffrey Lloyd II.
Seth Benjamin Allen.
Jessica Lauren Weisbarth.
Bobby Jennifer Anderson.
Elizabeth Ariana Soroka.
Matthew Ross Belinsky.
Anne Kate Lester.
Jellare Armanpour.
Ethan Benjamin Kogan.
Michael Emmanuel Ancree,
Yvonne Yun Wan Lam,
Genevieve Veronica Artadi,
Hillary Lauren Kay,
Matthew Lauren Billfield,
Melissa Brianne Kaufman,
Diana Asil,
Cameron Zagar,
Hideme Suzaku Asakura,
Amanda Lee Gabay,
Melody Lucianne Ausenker,
Leslie Alana Feinstein,
Matthew Ascari,
Shirley Bartoff,
Kimberly Ann Avis,
Shamus Thomas Yarborough,
David Azizi,
Julie Aaron Kasdan,
Hedie Azikan,
Haley Fiona Ferris Fellman,
Jeremy Aaron Auslander, Estelle Pei, Simon Ronen Baba Begi,
Do I get to speak?
For all of you who did not grasp the big picture, history is about to be made. The future of tomorrow, the last class of the 1900s, stands behind me as the graduating class of 1999. From freshman year to senior year, memories have generated and remain a part of us for the rest of our lives. As senior class president, I am proud to say that Beverly Hills High School gave me and the rest of my classmates the strength and confidence to strive for the best and achieve our goals. And as this episode will soon be a part of the past, a new one awaits to be born. In just moments, the senior class of 1999 will become Beverly alumni. Now, how does that feel, guys? I am very proud of my class. I am very proud of my class and honored to have had the opportunity to represent them and provide them with the most memorable and enjoyable year of their lives. I am also fond of my parents, Roy and Shlomo, for giving me hope and the opportunity to reach my full potential in life. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I present to you the best class in the history of Beverly Hills High School, the graduating class of 1999. Yeah, I just have, yeah. Two more things. Seniors, are we ready for this? You have 0 days left to graduation. And now would the audience please rise, which you already are, to join us in singing Beverly's alma mater, which is located on the back of your program. Shamus Yarbrough will lead us.